sure we got some of this stuff and some of that stuff. Well, hey y'all. So, came over to Sam's. She's like, Mama, how do I cook these Brussels sprouts? So then I got to looking around in her fridge, in her freezer, and I went and picked up a roast. And I was like, y'all need some good dinner. Him and Michael, Blake and Michael, went to Sardis, Mississippi, to fix up like a leak on our roof. Hey Shannon. So, these aren't for me. Don't worry. I'm still eating low carb. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to show you guys how I make this easy peasy pot roast. She does not have an Instapot because I'm super selfish with my Instapots, and I have 2 6-quarts and an 8-quart, but like, I'm selfish with them. So I did give her my crock pot whenever we got our Instapots. So this is going to be something super simple. It's just going to go into the thing. And I wanted to ask you guys something, because when they bought this house, it came with all of it, like everything came in it. And I was looking at her cabinet and I was like, what is this? Does anybody know what this is? It's just a little, I don't know. I have no clue. Sandra, I see you're on here. Do you know what this is? It was just in the cabinet. I have no clue what it is. They have like some really cool but strange kind of things that I've never seen before. And she'll ask me like, Mama, what does this do? I'm like, I have no clue. I don't know. Do you like put it over a pot to strain it? Do you... It almost looks like the thing that where you cook some popcorn, but that can't be it. I have no clue. But anyways, so I went to... They live like right beside a little store. And picked up this. Usually you would use a beef with this, but like I just picked this up because it was just there. And I just got a Boston butt pork roast. It's a 3-pound, like 3.23 pounds. Hey Stacy. Hey Tabitha. So I just picked this up. So what I'm going to do is make this super simple recipe in the crock pot, because by the time that Blake and them drive back home from Sardis, then it'll be all done. I have no clue where anything in this kitchen is. No clue. I don't know where to find a fork. So I can get this out. I guess I'll just have to use my hand. And I found this little doohickey. I don't know what this is either, but it's pretty cool. So I'm just going to pull this out, and then I'll go wash my hands. This isn't frozen. This is, thawed out. So I've got this roast. I'm just going to set the roast directly into the the crock pot. I'm going to wash my hands real quick. We had a disaster earlier. And Samantha has some acrylic paint because she went and got JP. And there, y'all see JP over here? Y'all see him just sitting over there. When you cook fried potatoes, you put it on the top of your skillet so the grease won't be popping everywhere. That is insanely cool. That's awesome. So, Samantha bought some acrylic paint to paint the pumpkins for Conley and JP. And B found the paint and he painted everything. Tyler said maybe to make some potatoes. She said it's when you make fried potatoes. I haven't made fried potatoes in forever. So when you're doing your skillet, you put this over the top so that it just... What do you mean how do you make fried potatoes? You need your iron skillet. Y'all got an iron skillet here? Y'all got nothing.
We haven't got nothing.
They got nothing, you guys. Nothing. I know what I'm getting for Christmas. As an Instapot and air fryer. These are the things, these are the kitchen essentials I think you need. You need a Ninja bullet or a magic bullet. You need an Instapot. I've already given them a crock pot, which I don't ever use a crock pot anymore. And you need an air fryer. And those are key things. Oh, and my new favorite contraption is a Veggetti. Oh my God, you make like spaghetti noodles out of like zucchini. You can make them out of carrots too. I made zucchini noodles last night. So I'm going to go throw this in the garbage. Look at him, y'all. Y'all see him? Look at that little man.
He's a big boy.
He's getting to be a big boy. Okay, so you got your pot roast in here. I'm going to cook this on high, actually. Usually I would cook it on low, but they don't have a whole lot of time before Blake and them come home. So I'm going to put in here, I have some off-brand, because I don't use name brand anything. Well, sometimes I do. But I'm going to put a packet of dry ranch in here, just over the top of this. They have different ingredients than I do because I do low carb and I watch because there's so many hidden carbs and hidden sugars and stuff. So I buy a little bit of different stuff, but it doesn't matter because I'm not the one eating this. But so you just put a little bit of dry ranch over the top. I'm going to pat it in there. I'm going to flip this over. Flip it. Put a little bit more. Make sure you're coating it. If you can't see and you need to see, I don't know, it's pretty self-explanatory. But if you need to see, you can swipe the comments over. And then I'm going to put some over here. Just make sure it's all patted on there. Put it right there. And then I'm just going to, I'm just going to dump it in there. What's it going to hurt, right? Everybody loves ranch. So make sure that's all good and coated. All that good jazz. I'm going to wash my hands real quick, you guys. Make sure you're saying hello whenever you hop in. Let me know how what is today? Wednesday? Let me know how your Wednesday is going. Oh wait, is today Wednesday? Okay, I'm not sure what today is. Maybe Tuesday? I know it's not Monday. I think it's Tuesday. So make sure you let me know how your Monday's going. Your Tuesday's going. So we've got our 3-pound pork roast in here with a packet of dry ranch. Now I picked up this au jus sauce. I've never seen this brand particularly. And I went to one grocery store and they treated me like they had no clue what I was saying, like I was speaking in a different language. But basically the ingredients that are in this is just some sunflower oil, salt, sugar, some yeast extract, some onion, paprika. Some of them have some celery salt. Today's Tuesday. Thank you. Sorry, I was getting a message. I've learned to turn off my notifications whenever, or my sound whenever I'm doing a live video. And the live video should be coming in a little bit clearer than it usually does because I'm not at home. I'm at Sam's house. So now I have my au jus sauce. I'm going to do the same thing that I just did with the dry ranch. Put it on there, pat it, flip it. So I'm going to do the same thing here. Hey, you guys who are hopping on, make sure you're saying hello. Okay. So I've got this, and then I've got a lot, if you can see, probably not. I'll just kind of flip it over here. So you see there's a lot of the, hold on. There's a lot of the dry seasoning that's still in there. That's okay. That's totally fine. But you've got your au jus sauce, your dry ranch packet, and then you can use beef roast, pork roast, whatever your heart desires. And I'm going to wash my hands once again. I'll be right back. Oh, Johnny, what's wrong? What's wrong? You want to be on live video? Is that how that works?
I think so.
Okay, hold on, y'all. I'm still over here.
You know, one thing is traffic is killing me.
So,
We're in Water Valley.
alright, so I got my hands all washed up. Hey, Brenda, how are you today? Happy Tuesday. And then I just picked up a thing of deli sliced pepperoncinis, or pepperoncinis, however you say that. Hey, Donna. You can get these whole. You can put them in their whole. I like sliced. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take half of this and then most of the juice and just pour it directly into the, you know what? I'm just going to use this cute little scooper thing that I got, or that I found. So I'm scoop it out. Well, that's not going to work it. Samantha, where do you find a fork up in here? Where do you find a fork? You know what? I'm just going to use my fingers. Who cares, right? So I'm going to use half a jar of these pepperoncinis. Well, that's the weirdest place to have a drawer. This house is set up so weird, y'all. So I got all my pepperoncinis off in here, my au jus seasoning, my dry ranch seasoning, and then a 3-pound pork roast on here. Like I said, you can use a beef roast if you want to. And about half the jar. That's pretty good. Okay. So let me wipe my hands off again. move away some of this stuff, and then that's it. That's all that goes in there, you guys. That's what we call a Mississippi pot roast. And then what I'm about to do is, and I'm about to smash up some Brussels sprouts. And that's a super simple recipe. Also, oh, I forgot. They don't use real butter around here, so I've got to use. They just use margarine. I mean, whatever you got, right? So I'm just gonna put a little bit in here, maybe about 2 tablespoons, and I'm just gonna set that on top of that. I'm gonna put the lid back on that, and then I'm just gonna let that cook. He'll be home probably about 4 hours. That should be done. If you slow cook it on low, you can cook it for 8 hours. Hey, Darlene. So I'm gonna move this to the side. Ooh, that's hot. I had it turned on before I pushed the live button. So I'm gonna move this over here. I know, right? Everything I make smells good. Whoops. So I'm gonna move that over here so that I can get this pan going. And I dropped that. Okay, let me wash this fork off. I'm a hot mess, y'all. I don't pretend to not be nothing else. So what I've got here now is I'm gonna smash up some Brussels sprouts because she wants some Brussels sprouts. She had a frozen bag, and I was like, because I bought this for a while, probably like a few weeks ago. Took her to the grocery store and bought her some food because, you know, that's what mamas do. And I bought her these Brussels sprouts, and she said, Blake, don't eat Brussels sprouts. So I'm gonna make up. Samantha, what are you doing? Samantha, I'm right here. Why are you watching the video? It's echoing. She's a goof troop. Okay, so you got your frozen Brussels sprouts. Now, some people blanch these in some boiling water. I'm not going to do that. I sat these out before I went to the grocery store again. So, they're already thawing. Okay. So, what I'm going to do here, well, some of them are thawed. Some of them ain't. So, I just got my Brussels sprouts laid over here, right? And this is what I'm going to do. Where's y'all's plates at? There. They have the coolest, this one, I need a sturdy one.
Yeah, you can use anyone.
Okay. So actually what I'm going to do, you can use, if you ain't got a sturdy plate, you can use the bottom of a coffee cup. I'm going to try to do it like this. And then what I'm going to do, this is where being a fluffy girl kind of comes in handy. You got your Brussels sprouts out on here. And I'm just going to take this, apply some weight to it. And this plate's not sturdy enough. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm smashing these down. I'll have to do them one by one. So you can just use the bottom of a coffee cup. Just to where it was like this. And now it's like this. Kind of smushed out. So this may take a second, you guys. Make sure you say hello when you hop in. Let me know how your Tuesday's going. Because I just realized it was Tuesday. So we're basically just smashing these down. And then we're going to season them up. We've got our pot roast over there in the slow cooker. If you guys missed that, you can go back and tune in. Watch the video how I did that. Always like and share the videos, you guys. That way the recipes make it around. And just kind of smush this up the best you can. And what I'm going to do is, just do whatever you can. If you can't, just, hey Candace. So what I'm going to do, she has another cool little contraption they never use because she don't cook. Like, whose mama is she or whose child is she? So they got this little pan, kind of like a little roasting pan. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put these Brussels sprouts off in this pan. Okay? And this is where you know if you're Southern, okay? Because you don't have to do what I'm about to do. You can totally opt to use some olive oil. But I'm about to get country on y'all. I tell you what, if you eat Brussels sprouts like this, you will never, ever, ever go back to eating them the way that you did before. So you got your kind of smashed Brussels sprouts off in the pan. Easy peasy, right? So now what you're going to do is hopefully, if you're Southern, you already got one of these sitting around. It's where you saved your bacon grease. It's about to get dicey in here, okay? So you take your bacon grease, a good tablespoon, put it off in there. We're going to give it a good stir, a good mix. I'm telling you, once you eat it like this, you will never, ever, 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 ever go back. You know what? I'm about to get crazy, and I'm going to do another teaspoon. Just off in there. Just mix it around. Now, if your bacon grease has been sitting, then it's already solidified. But you got your bacon grease off in there. Now, I was looking for some Italian seasoning, but it's like a little small town grocery store, so they didn't have any. So what I'm going to do instead is I picked up some, where did I put it? I can't cook in here. I don't know what I'm doing over here. So instead, I picked up just some seasoned salt. They taste better if you get just some Italian seasoning. McCormick makes some that you can put in, that comes in like a pepper grinder. Super good. I messed around and bought 2 of them the other day because I forgot that I put it in the buggy. And my husband yesterday was like, why'd you buy 2 of these? That's one thing I will spend money on is spices, okay? So you got your bacon grease, you got or your olive oil, whichever one you want. Gonna season that up. Probably a good 2 teaspoons. We're going to give it a good mix again. Make sure everybody got some. We don't want to be stingy. We want to make sure everybody's in the same boat. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I got some pepper jack cheese. You can use whatever cheese that your heart desires, but this is what I love. So what I'm going to do is, you ain't got measuring spoons, I bet, right? I bet you ain't got no measuring cups. What is this? This. Like some kind of coffee thing. I don't know. Her husband loves coffee. So that probably, okay, let's see. Here we go, a 1/2 cup. Okay, that worked out well. So we're going to do a 1/2 cup of shredded pepper jack cheese. Okay. And this is low carb. Okay. 1/2 cup shredded cheese. I use pepper jack. Give it another good stir. Now we got our seasoned salt in there, our bacon grease, our Brussels sprouts. That you can just find you can cook them fresh if you want to. If you do cook them fresh, I probably would like blanch them a little bit in some boiling water and then some cold water to stop the cooking. And then I'm just going to take some, they don't have no ground pepper. I don't know what they doing over here. So you sprinkle some ground pepper. Samantha.
What?
This is like, what in the... Okay, hold on. I gotta open this up.
Okay.
It's like nothing coming out. Just pour it in your hand. If you go to your daughter's house and she ain't got no good salt shaker and pepper shaker. So then you got your seasoned salt, your pepper, your bacon grease, or olive oil. If you ain't got no bacon grease sitting around. And then your Brussels sprouts. And I'm gonna pop this in the oven at 375 for about 20 minutes, and then I'm going to put some more cheese over the top of it, probably about another 1/2 cup, and then I'm going to pop the oven, I'm going to crank the oven up to 400 and cook it for about another 10 minutes. And then this, I'm telling you, you eat your Brussels sprouts like this, you will never, ever, ever eat them any other way ever in your life. Ever. So, when Blake comes home, I'm going to be like mother-in-law of the year because he's going to have all this good food that's going to be waiting on him. And then I'm going to go home, and I have no clue what I'm going to feed my people. What am I going to feed my people?
It's okay.
I have no clue. We'll eat something. I don't know. My friend Stacy made some flourless keto pizza. And I'll probably make some of that. Oh, how do you work this oven? Y'all ever seen a cooking video where people didn't know how to use the stuff that's in the oven?
Okay, what do you want it on?
Make sure you cover it. If you don't have a cute little dish, put you some aluminum foil over it. That'll be just fine.
What do you want
I want it on 375. So 375 for 15 minutes. You're going to take it out, sprinkle about another 1/2 cup of cheese on it, crank up the oven to 400 degrees, cook it for another 10 minutes. Bing, bam. I swear. I'm telling you guys. Once you've had Brussels sprouts like this, you ain't never, ever gonna eat it any other way. And if you don't like Brussels sprouts, I dare you. I dare you to save this, share this video to your wall, save it, come back, make your Brussels sprouts like this, and tell me. If you didn't like it, you tell me how much you spent on the Brussels sprouts, and I promise you, I'll PayPal you and pay you back, okay? Because I'm telling you, you're going to love it. You're going to be like, oh, Felicia, you just like changed my whole world. Okay, so I'm pop that in there.
You're gonna put that in.
So we got some delicious Brussels. Hey, pal, she's so money hungry. I swear. Don't lie to me though. You know I'm 100% sure that you're gonna love them.
Just kidding. I like
So
grits.
she loves anything. Make some of my Brussels sprouts. They have to be used. Yes, I'm telling you. Some bacon grease or olive oil, but I mean, make them with the bacon grease. Oh, if she had some bacon, I would have chopped up some bacon and put them off in there too.
I did.
So,
In the freezer.
okay. Well, I mean, if you got some bacon, put some bacon off in there. Where's the lid to this? Oh, and listen, I got here this about 11 o'clock today, and Blake's like, hey, you want some coffee and some of the, I thought he was going to give me some of that Death Wish coffee, because I'm going to tell you what, I've not tried it yet, but they say that it has like so much caffeine in it, and y'all know I love coffee. So, they ain't got a lick of keto coffee here. They got no heavy whipping cream here. They have no MCT oil here. They have no real butter here. So, like, I'm like, how am I even going to drink a bulletproof coffee? Like, I can't even make it myself here. They have no blender also. So, I was like, okay, just give me some black coffee. I drank that coffee. I was like, what kind of coffee is this? They were like, it's just Folgers. So, I was like, okay, whatever. You got some sugar-free creamer? No, we ain't got no creamer. I pushed some. I'm like, no, thank you. I like my liver, so I'm going to keep it. And then they bring me this cup.
That matches the onesie I got.
And it's mine. I'm like, how you going to serve me a cup of coffee in my cup? How'd you even get this cup?
You let me borrow it one morning.
Oh, I let her borrow it. Just like all the rest of my stuff that leaves the house. The other day, she came in and I was like, come here, I think I got some blue jeans that you could probably fit. And, because, you know, hips widened out when she got pregnant. But, I mean, I already knew that was going to happen because Samantha stayed tiny most of her life. But I already knew, like, she's got her mama's jeans. And
Literally.
now she literally has her mama's jeans. She cleaned me out. So, I'm like, so if I need a pair of blue jeans, like, I'm coming to the house, right? Like, it was always my dream to share clothes with my daughter. And now I can. So I'm excited about that. All right, you guys. So I got my Mississippi pot roast over here. And I got my Brussels sprouts in the oven. And I didn't buy anything because they can eat this. You can eat this over some rice. If you want to do low carb, you can eat it over some mashed cauliflower or some cauliflower rice. But I walked in here, and I don't know if you guys know, if you guys have never seen my video, or if someone shared this video and that's how you're seeing it. But anyhow, oh, I got 5% battery. Okay, so I'm super cheap, right? And you know, I want you guys to put a number 1 in the comments if you have to buy a certain kind of bread. Yeah, everybody needs to listen. I'm just gonna start when I go to people's house. I'm gonna take my own coffee with me. And be like, okay, I just need some hot water, okay? That's all I need. Just give me some hot water. So anyways, if you have to have a certain kind of bread, I want you to put a number 1 in the comments because that's insane to me. Blake only eats Sunbeam bread. They went and got, are you kidding? What kind of bread do you use, Rachel? They went and got, they ate some hot dogs.
He did.
Brenda, okay, if you eat a certain kind of bread only, put the brand in the comments. I have got to know. Bread's bread to me. Except for unless it's that bread, and that bread, that can't be imitated. But anyhow, so they went and got hot dogs. Samantha sent him to the store. And it's funny because he's so different than she is because I raised her. And for a long time, like, we were on a set budget. Like, there was no extra. And we were lucky if ends met. So she knows how to bargain shop. Well, he went to the store and got hot dogs. Are you kidding me? Ballpark makes hot dog buns? I'm like, the Walmart 88 cents is what I would have got. So, if they want to decide that they want to eat some
gourmet meal,
some gourmet hoagies, they just put that put that pot roast on these, and you have a delicious hoagie sandwich, right? Because if I know Samantha, like I know Samantha, these will go to waste. Ain't nobody about to eat them. So that's what we got going on. Blake's gonna come home, and he's gonna be like calling me tomorrow and saying,
I need you to cook.
I need you to come over here and cook, because apparently I gotta do laundry because her laundry's piling up. Like, Mom Life done got a hold of her at about $5 for lips and butts and a bun. What? What? I missed something.
The gourmet.
Oh, the hot dog, yeah. So, if you want to make a meal like this, you only need a few things. Butter, Brussels sprouts, au jus sauce, dry ranch, a beef or pork roast, pepperoncinis, pepper jack cheese, some seasoned salt, some pepper, and a good time. I bet they're expensive. No, not today, not for me. So I'm going to show you guys this baby, and then I'm going to hop off here. Come here. Mama's about to wreck your world. Mama, oh gosh. He's so heavy. Say, hey, I'm teething. Say, hey, I'm teething. Look at that. Johnny, look at you. Look. Up here. Up here, my love. Up here. Let's see. Don't put your foot in my coffee. Look at that baby. What y'all think about him? Him was Mama's love. Look at him. I swear to you guys, he looks like Sam's twin. They are like twins. He's a boy, Samantha. You should have named him Sam.
Samuel.
Sam and Sam. Say hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. I cannot wait to cook with him in the kitchen. We're going to make some Christmas cookies soon. Oh, you don't like that? He's like, no, sir. All right, y'all. So I'm going to get off here. Make sure you like and share the video for me. And as always, thanks for tuning in. And I will see you guys soon. Bye, y'all. Say bye. 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 I made this shirt, by the way, because I'm awesome. That's why it says B. Bye, y'all.